This is Dolynny TV. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're tuning in from. The Oilers are set to play the Minnesota Wild at 6 o'clock, I do believe, today. Again, still not fully sure of that because I got some Sunday plans I got to go take care of this afternoon. However, we get through the press conference with Jay Woodcroft today, and it is confirmed Mike Smith will start his fourth game under Jay Woodcroft of the season. Of course, that would be 4 out of 6, and so far so good. He's won them all, and so have the other two goaltenders we've run out there. So things are looking good for the Oilers in terms of the net. Of course, what are we averaging giving up? Like just over a goal and a half per game. I think it's $1.66 or something after last night's 2 goals against performance. And I want to correct something from yesterday's video. Everybody thinks I'm out there trying to get Mikko Koskinen for giving up what I perceived to be 2 goals that weren't the greatest to give up. Guys, I'm not kidding you. It was a breakaway, yeah, 100%. But, right, like you watch how that one goes in, there's definitely some things Mikko could have done better there. The short side goal, as a big guy, you got to have that one in my opinion. However, right, Mikko Koskinen was stellar yesterday. Don't get me wrong, he's a big reason the Oilers won that game, and I'm pretty sure I said that in that video. And if not, you got to expect I know a little bit more than that to just be ragging on Mikko Koskinen. And you can go back through the history of Dolynny TV, especially early on when Mikko got signed to that big deal. I am a big-time believer in Mikko Koskinen being a capable goalie. It's just called being more realistic with what he is now. However, right, everyone else can claim to be a realistic, but when I claim to be realistic, I'm the bad guy. That's fine. I get that. That's why I'm back doing this, is I understand kind of how things work a little bit better now than I used to. And that's how I'm getting through doing this now for you. So that's that covered off. Now the big part, we get back to Mike Smith. Mike Smith is going to start tonight. Well, Mike Smith has yet to lose under Jay Woodcroft. So if it's going to happen, it's going to happen tonight by theory, correct? Correct, especially when more than half, 3 out of 5 of Mike Smith's victories this year have come under Jay Woodcroft's Edmonton Oilers bench. Now you look at this here. The Oilers, right, Mr. Mike Smith has been giving up increasingly more goals per game as it goes along for the Jay Woodcroft Oilers, right? That first game, bang, oh my goodness, against New York, 37 saves on 38 shots, a goal against, boom, stellar, 974 save percentage. Then you get up to this 30 out of 32 performance, 2 goals against the LA Kings, 938 save percentage, stellar, right? That's a huge get for the Oilers, especially against the Kings, in which was a big time game. And then the Ducks game, you can talk about Mikko Koskinen giving up soft goals, Tyson, but you can also talk about Mike Smith giving up a softie on that first one, that deflection goal from Adam Henrique. I'm sorry, at some point the Edmonton Oilers goaltenders have to figure out how to stop deflections, and that right there in itself, that first goal against Anaheim, man, would I love to have that one back. However, right, you live and die by the sword, and that is the sword that the Oilers goaltender, the book on them, they are not very good at stopping deflections over the past 3 years. It is what it is. It's okay. Hey, I've made my peace with it. I'm still going to talk about it because you can't be ignorant to the fact that it's a thing, but it is what it is. And Mike Smith still walks away from that game with a 7-3 victory and a 900 save percentage. Now sitting at 904 on the year. Yeah, the goals against ain't great. It's like 331, but when you got to think about, well, he's given up a total of 5 goals in 3 games in the past 3 games under Jay Woodcroft, right? That's a $1.66 goals against average. So yeah, of course, it's going to start coming down. But as I said, it's kind of one of those traps. And I you know what? I said San Jose was the trap game as well. And Stuart Skinner came out on top with the shutouts. So now you look at tonight's game against the Minnesota Wild. Everybody has said in the comments since I started doing this thing, this gets back to being tough tonight, right? Everything gets tougher from here on out for the next little while for the Oilers, especially given the fact of how many nights we've played already in the past week, which was noted, I think, 5 games in the past 7 days for the Oilers at this point. So what do? You get into this here and you just try to ride out what's going to be a tougher game against the Minnesota Wild. and of course try to get your goaltending to hold steady like it has over the past 5 games. However, you also be cognizant and aware. I think I screwed that up. Sorry, the old thick Canadian accent coming through on that one. But you got to be aware that there is a potential for this to be a trap game, especially if you get down early, especially if you don't get the goaltending you've gotten the past 5 games. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a good game tonight, hopefully. It's a good time to be an Oilers fan right now. Sit back, enjoy it, let yourself enjoy it. And of course, you know what? Let's see what Mike Smith has to bring to the table tonight. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. My goodness, hey, let's just enjoy this for the right now, because I got something cooking up for Thursday, hopefully for you, that we're going to be able to get out there and enjoy. I am up on out of here.